Unfortunately, the shirts are not ready for you guys yet. I need everybody to sign up first, and another number of individuals who haven't signed up. So we got to take care of that first before you get your killer shirt. Everyone who is supporting the program, with the exception of Micah today, is wearing one of these shirts. So unfortunately, we just got to coordinate better next time. But Coach Randy, Coach Toby, Coach Gabby is around here somewhere. We're all wearing the shirt. So if you see the shirt, you know it's somebody who's supporting this program.
Or a really hot Patagonia vest.
Right. Or a hot So just a little bit of information. I have RRCA and USATF coaching certification, 20 plus years of running experience. Done tons of 5Ks, 10Ks, half marathons. Everything short of the ultra, but I'm going to leave that to our friend Randy here, who is the ultra man. So if you have any questions about ultras, he's your guy. And in fact, he just broke 3 hours for the marathon. Let's give Randy a quick I'm not the only person here who can help you. Obviously, that's the primary reason why I'm here. If you have questions or concerns, don't hesitate to reach out. You can email me, marathonmatt@marathonmatt.com. I've got a Facebook page. There are a million different ways to get a hold of me. But you have tons of resources here to support you. So Toby has got tons of experience. Randy, Gabby, Micah, we've all been where you've been. So don't hesitate to reach out to the resources that are around you. There aren't any dumb questions. So, now that you know who we are, we're going to do a little casual meet and greet here, okay? So, we're going to be spending a lot of time together these next few months, so I'd like you to turn to your right, turn to your left, say hello, introduce yourself. Let's keep it brief, because I got a lot of ground.
I'm Toby.
Mega hot.
Mega hot?
Mega hot.
Mega hot.
Yes.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, very nice to meet you, Toby.
Hi, Randy. It never gets old.
Yes, say it again though. Tina.
Tina. Hi, I'm Toby.
Amy, I'm gonna have to ask.
Nice to meet you, Tina.
10 more times. Just bear with me.
Today?
Amy.
Amy. Toby. Nice to meet you.
Amy.
Toby. Randy.
Stop being friendly, stop being nice. You can talk to all these people later. All right, you'll have plenty of time. All right, if I can get everybody's attention again. A few more items to cover before we actually have some fun today. Anybody here not officially signed up, test driving, just checking things out? Can I get a show of hands? Don't be shy, don't be bashful. I know there's more than one person here who hasn't signed up, okay? All right? So here's the deal. You can sign up with me on site after today's run or at the launch party. There's a little launch party going on from 11 to 1. I think I may have mentioned that. 5 cases of Lagunitas beer and mimosas and a DJ, and we got an awesome effing day. So I implore you, show up. It'll be worth the while. And the location, Lombardi's, it's not very far from here. It's just like a mile and change. Basically, you're going to head up. You're going to bang a right on Polk. It's at Polk and Jackson. They do have garage parking there, so you can drive up. Or for those of you who are feeling a little ambitious, want to get some extra mile, it's just extra mileage. Just jog up there. So, one other thing I wanted to mention here. Some of you may have noticed this 99% discount thing that I was offering to, not everybody could take advantage of it. My apologies. But the idea is it's sort of a hardship discount. If you've been unemployed, you were laid off for 6 months or more, if you know anybody who's interested in taking advantage of this, I've had a very positive response. I'll be honest in saying not many people have actually applied for it. I know they're out there. I know how people feel when they've been unemployed for an extended period of time. It can be, a bummer to say the least. So please, if you know anybody, have them reach out to me. I'm going to go ahead and keep it open for the next week or so for anybody who wants to apply. So let's get into some program details. So we meet here Tuesdays at 6:30 p.m. every single week, okay? That's the primary location. We also have a satellite run, which is managed by my good friend Micah. Those satellite runs launch at 6:30 p.m. from SOAS Massage and Bodywork. They're located at 333 3rd Street between Folsom and Harrison. So for those of you who work downtown, can't make it here for whatever reason, that's another option. I will be honest in saying it's a fairly utilitarian run. It's fairly Spartan. It's bare bones. It's a smaller group. So if you want a huge, it's still, Mike is there.
Awesome.
So it's going to be a great time. It's going to be a great time as long as the man in the Patagonia vest is there. But it is a smaller, intimate crowd. So if you want like a huge, group of people to run with, Tuesday nights here is probably your best bet. I will also say the satellite runs are not going to launch until not this coming Tuesday, but the next Tuesday. I sent it out in the newsletter. I mentioned we're not going to have a satellite run the first week. Okay. Also, a couple other key dates to remember: Christmas Eve. We're not going to be meeting on Christmas Eve. We're not going to be meeting on Thanksgiving either, which is next Thursday. On Thursdays, we always meet here at 6:30 p.m. and you have two workout options. You have Accelerate Bootcamp, provided by my good friend Coach Gabby of AbFabFit. She runs the show on Thursday, and then I offer Need for Speed, or speed work, for my advanced and race level folks. So for those of you who are more performance oriented, you want to do some more challenging stuff, tempo, fartlek, intervals, hill work, that kind of thing, I'm your guy on Thursday nights. But again, we're not going to be doing it next week because that's Thanksgiving. Saturday long runs, 9:30 a.m. Usually we'll be here. We'll mix things up periodically, go out to the beach chalet, go out to Lake Merced, what have you. But most of the time we're going to be here in the marina. One thing I forgot to mention, I asked earlier, anybody who's test driving, it's not too late to join the program. Today is really a glorified orientation. We're going to do a little bit of running, but the program doesn't officially start until next Tuesday. So if you know anybody who still wants to join, we do have some room on the roster. A couple other items. The email newsletter. Who has officially registered, signed up, but not getting any email newsletters? Haven't received any correspondence from me. Damn, I'm good sometimes. That's exciting news. I know there's a shit ton of content, pardon my French, in the newsletter. Look around you. We got a very diverse, eclectic group of people here, okay? Come from all walks of life. Maybe it's your first half marathon, maybe it's your 50th. I don't know. So the reason why there's so much content in there is I'm trying to accommodate for everybody. So if there's stuff in there that you don't care about, fine. Ignore it. You don't have to look at any of the information that I put out there, but I would encourage everybody to pay attention to the stuff like the weekly training snapshot. Where are we meeting? It's all in there, okay? If you're having problems reading the newsletter, I'll help you out with it, but I do charge for that service, okay? But please, try to pay attention to at least the basics within the newsletter. Where are we meeting? What time are we meeting? How far are we running? What's going on? Before you fire off an email to me, just do a little bit of due diligence first, okay? Getting to training levels. So there are 4 different training levels: beginner, intermediate, advanced, and race level. This isn't based on speed. It isn't based on pace. It's based on running experience and background, okay? So if you're a beginner, I assume you're coming back from an injury. You haven't been running for a long time. Maybe you've never done any kind of substantive running before. Generally speaking, that would be a beginner. Anybody here think they're a beginner? Show of hands. Okay. Intermediate, maybe you run sporadically. You run as much as a 5K or a 10K. You don't run too much, only every once in a while. Anybody think they're intermediate? Okay. Advanced, you train on a regular basis already. Maybe you've already run a half marathon. Anybody think they're advanced? All right, decent number of people. Don't look so enthused, folks. And last but not least, race level. You are already in solid half marathon shape. You could run a half marathon today. You're probably going to be going to the Olympic trials. Show of hands. We got one. Claudia. Yeah, let's give it up for Claudia. We got a ringer on our hands. Okay. All right. Well, welcome to the family. Welcome to the Circle of Trust. So a couple other items. I want to talk a little bit about safety. Anybody take driver's ed? Familiar with this concept of being a defensive driver? Okay. You want to be a defensive runner. Treat your body like it's your car. All right. So that means you're checking your blind spots. You're looking in your side view mirrors. You're doing that all the time, particularly when you come to an intersection. One big piece of advice: if you come to an intersection, there's a car that's rolling up and they should be yielding to you, make eye contact with the driver. That's the only way you know that they've actually seen you and they're going to stop. All right? Assume they don't know that you're there. All right? Obey the rules of the road, particularly this season, because Tuesday, Thursday nights, it's going to be dark every single time you show up here, okay? So that means wearing light-colored clothing. There's a reason why the shirt is white, because it's going to come in handy this winter. A lot of people wearing black today, which is fine, but please, wear light-colored clothing. You can get headlamps that you can wear, flashing lights. There's all kinds of stuff. Actually, Lombardi's has a lot of it, which, by the way, you guys do get 15% off there. So feel free to take advantage of that today or moving forward. But please be safe, be a defensive runner when you're out there. Don't take anything for granted. Okay, be smart. And particularly, who wears an iPod every time they're out on the road, always have their headphones on? A lot of you, okay? So I will put you guys in the high-risk category because you're kind of tuned out to begin with. No offense, but you guys need to pay particular